Okay, this second song, it's by Joseph's dad again. But anyway, this whole album ministers to me all the time. But I just get kind of fresh revelations that God, speaking to me about it. And again, with this emphasis so much that God's been showing me about love and fear, just really took a new perspective on this song called The River. And I think Joseph has signed it before at church. But just that picture of us in the world and our circumstances around us that just cause trouble. And then we are actually, the more that we obey God and the more that we do what he wants us to, the more the devil throws at us and tries to pull us down. And I started thinking, like Jen, you felt like you were unspiritual the other day, and in my mind, I'm thinking, well, I don't necessarily feel spiritual. I feel like I'm hearing from him. And so I started analyzing of why you felt like you weren't spiritual. And it was because of something you perceived as a failure. Like you said, you didn't respond correctly. And so I started thinking about it and I was like, well, I really haven't been that spiritual lately in my eyes, because I feel like I did this handful of things that I felt like I was obedient in, and I'm hearing from God, I'm listening and he's speaking to me, that's how I felt like, oh, these were good things. But like on the other hand, I had this stuff is like, well, I failed here, here, and here, but also the devil knows what my temptations are, and he knows what I struggle with, and lots of things were thrown at me. And that's how I felt like, well, I really wasn't spiritual either, because I had these negative thoughts and I responded badly in a lot of things. And so here I am judging and weighing where I think I am on a spiritual level, or how God views me right now. Like if I have more of good, going on and less of bad or whatever. But I think that some of you share too, with me being a perfectionist, we can have 5 things that we did good in and we obeyed in, and we can have 2 things over here that we knew we screwed up, and we consider ourselves failures because we're perfectionists. And I think that's what the devil does too, is he may see that we're doing all this good and we're being used by God. And yes, I believe you taking on Zach and you dealing with him, and every decision that you make and how you respond to him is spiritual warfare. Whether he's under the influence of demonic forces or not, it really doesn't have anything to do with him. It has to do with how you respond and how you're kind of on guard, but how your spirit responds to whatever is happening around you, whether it's Zach or somebody at the grocery store trying to beat you up. So that's really what I think it boils down to, is not what's going on around us, but what is happening inside of us. So anyway, this song really portrayed that a lot, and the effort that we try to make sure that we're doing all these good 5 things, and then feeling horrible and terrible about these 2, and trying and struggling and straining, and that picture of us straining against the grain, against the water, trying to keep our heads above water, when really we can move over and flow with the Spirit and kind of give up that control of ourselves and be possessed by the Spirit. And we just float along on this path, this smooth river. And it looks like that's lazy river, but really it's surrender river, and it's complete, total Holy Spirit control river. And to the world and to other people, it looks like we're not doing anything, but really we're doing the most important thing we can do, and that is giving up control, putting down the paddle, and letting the Holy Spirit take us where he wants to go, and stop resisting. And so anyway, I just thought that too was something that we were all talking about Thursday, and really hit me, and this would be a really long post if I said all this stuff. So anyway, again, this is weird for me. Don't show this video to a bunch of people because it's weird. So anyway, I hope you enjoy, and I hope y'all have an awesome time there, and just experience amazing things and supernatural things, and that not that you see, but supernatural things that happen on the inside. And just have an awesome time. And y'all let me know how things are going.